Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We're on the Live Oaks map with Lee Sharon, and he's in the GSOR tank. This is the free tank that everyone received if they logged in back in November. So most accounts should have it. Just the same as the Patton tank from the previous year. Does it have as bad a reputation as the Patton tank in the hands of every player? Not 100% sure, but I have seen them played well. So let's have a look at how Lee plays it. Alright, first thing to note, he's using primarily the standard round, which is a PCR. It's got great shell velocity around 1473 meters per second, which is sort of almost the highest you can get in the game. I think about 1500 might be the highest, so this is pretty handy. The other two rounds are Hesh. Now the middle one is the premium one, I should say, not the primary one, that has penetration around 210, I think, millimeters, and the standard Hesh round, which is HE for most tanks, that don't support Hesh, of course, it's got penetration of around 100 millimeters, which is still pretty good, but you see Lee's only got the standard Hesh round. And of course there's a big cost differential. I think standard rounds are about just under 1,000 credits, but the premium Hesh round is I think 4,000, so tier 9, that's not too bad. Alright, anyway, he's come here with only a handful of tanks to cover the line where you get medium tanks pushing. He just loses sight of the GSOR there, and he has been reduced in hit points a great deal. To check at the end of the battle, see whether that covered got a credit to Lee, but a bit hard to tell. He could have been shot at from a number of tanks, but in any case, that's the situation right now. He's had a couple of hits, but he's lost a bit of health. Only 1,700 hit points of health, not a whole lot. It is a medium tank, so we'll see how it progresses. Alright, there's got quite a few tanks in front of them, including the XM57. That could be pretty dangerous. Good gun depression here, typical British tank, and certainly the turret design sort of lends itself to that. So it does sort of make sense. Puts a shot into the PTA. Panzer comes up and takes some hits, so he's lost most of his health. That was probably the XM57 there. So got to come up here and try and not get spotted and put in his next shot. Just got the top of the leopard PTA there, and he's lit, so he's going to be too careful. But he does land that shot, so that's a decent outcome. Alright, now he's got some nice side shots here, so take advantage of it while you can. He's got a Concept 1B pushing up on him. That could be dangerous, so he's just got to be a bit careful. If he goes up too far, that's going to be an issue, but he's got the T30 there. Oh, sets him on fire nicely. Alright, got a good amount of damage out of that T30, and he finishes him off, so that's pretty handy. Now, have a look at the score. So they're 7-0 up. This is not looking good, but he's on a front where basically they're up against probably the strongest part of the enemy in terms of the way the map's working at the moment. I've lost the Kunze-Panzer, not that surprising. Bit of a push up there that wasn't really supported, and Lee just ducks around the side here to sort of escape from that area. And okay, the Shrek that hit him earlier was down there. He can put a shot in. In fact, he gets the kill, so that's nice. So he's currently only on 576. That does leave him a bit vulnerable. Oh, he bounces around from standard B. That's very helpful. And standard B has been spotted now, so he can return fire here. And just lines him up. bit of a squishy target, so he puts one shot in, and he didn't get spotted there. Might get another kill here. So he's back to the garage. Alright, so he's heading towards 4K, and again, possible blind shot there, so we'll just keep an eye on that. But we're running out of enemies now. Got the Leopard PTA here in the Concept 1B. Concept 1B's got some hit points, but looks like they've retreated. In fact, there's the Concept 1B. Lines him up and gets the kill, but only 200 hit points out of that. And now the Leopard PTA, and he disappears, and there's just now the Arty left. And can we get anything out of that? No, he's gone as well, so that was a big rollover with the enemy, but he's ended up on 4K of damage. Let's go and have a look at the details. Well, it looks like the blind shot didn't land. He's ended up with the same amount of damage, and it actually might be slightly higher, but maybe it's only some small points there, but yeah, I think it's successful. So anyway, 4,057 hit points damage, 4 kills, and 731 of assisted damage there, and that gives you, yeah, 4.8k pretty much. So nice level there, certainly good in the Win 8 sort of area. Ace Tanker Mastery badge there, and let's have a look at the team score. So not a high level of base experience, 1170, so that's getting an ace, and that sort of makes sense. I mean, the user population for this tank is right across the board, all skill levels, so that's probably bringing down their requirement a little bit. That's good to know. That will probably also help with MOE if you want to get that on this tank and you're a decent player. And certainly outpointed his team in terms of damage done. No one actually cracking 2k, which is interesting, but again, the enemy really rolled over, so it was more the sharing of damage right across the team. I guess that's what resulted there, but certainly Lee keeping that particular flank he was on active. The enemy side, the Shrek that did put some damage into Lee, got over 2k, and that was the standout on that side. No one else doing anything significant. The Concept 1B on his flank also got a decent amount of damage the next highest, but that was about it. So really weak performance overall from the enemy team. Anyway, that is not unexpected in half the games you play, so no great surprise. Let's have a look at the economics of this. This is the first time we've seen a game from the GSOR tank. So he's ended up firing 14 shots, 13 of those hit 12 penetrations. That's a pretty good result there, and certainly some of those were pretty pixel shots too, which means the accuracy is doing all right. And also the shell velocity played a bit into that too, so in terms of leading, that definitely helps. Now, earnings for the battle, 58k. For doing 4k, that doesn't sound like a lot. This is supposed to be a premium tank, but I just don't think the credit earning at tier 9 is significant. Certainly repair costs and ammunition costs at tier 9 are higher than tier 8, so I wouldn't be relying on these sort of tanks for making a lot of money. But he did make a profit there of 33k, and a lot of that's down to not wasting the ammo here, and the fact that the ammo wasn't expensive. But in any case, great game there from Lee. Good to see a game in the GSOR tank, and if you've got one, you might want to have a look at setting it up and using it yourself. All right, anyway, that's the game. Hopefully you learned something from it. If you got some value, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, that's a choice for you. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.